So a few other tools. So if you wanted to draw a circle, you can use this circle, and it doesn't matter which way you do it. If you want to put it onto a different face, you can cycle through using the left and right arrow keys. So if I wanted to do it, you can see the color change. So that's obviously going to be one that when I draw it, it's going to come in this direction, and if I pulled and pushed it upwards, we get that. If I went for the same tool, but instead of having it blue, I click round to it the red position, and I click and I draw, and this time you can see that I'm bringing it through on a different plane. And the same thing will be true if I chose again, I went for my tool and I go for the green here, and again you can see that that's on that different plane again. So okay, we'll have a look at a few tools for drawing arcs and things like that. So this first one is the arc tool. You basically select where you want it to go, you pull along, and you click a second time, and then from that point, that's the kind of radius of your kind of thing. You can make it go as far around as you want, but if I wanted an arc that looked like that, I would click there, and I can always then, if I wanted to join up, making sure I'm on my pencil line, join these two up, I get my solid, and if I wanted to pull that and push that up again, I can do that. We will have a look at the next one. So that's the arc tool. This one is the 2-point arc tool. So this time if we click and we click, and you can see now it basically the next click will be the center. So the further away I am, the bigger it is, and the smaller in, the less the arc is. So it depends on how big you want it to be. So if I want an arc by there, same thing as before, I can change my tool over, I can fill those points in, and you can see as soon as they join up, that becomes a solid, and once again I've got an arc tool I can work with. So if you were doing some kind of circular type shape, what you might want to do then is use your offset tool. You could go onto the top here, produce an offset from there. You could go one further than that. You could actually, if you wanted to kind of hollow that out, if you drew those lines in. Now in fact this is a good excuse to show you different angles. So if we look at the cycle through here, we can see the different views that are available to us. If we click on this one, which is our top view, okay, from the top view I can draw my lines. I think you know where I'm going with this one. Use my eraser tool, and I'm going to click on here, and if I put that back into my three-dimensional view, I can draw my lines down. So you can see they always lock to these points. So now if I wanted to, I can get rid of this bit in the middle. And I end up with a completely rounded. And the last one there amongst those is this pie. That's a slightly different one again, and it's exactly what it sounds like. It lets you create what looks like bits of pie, and same thing, you can make those into solids afterwards. So again, down the bottom here you can always change the sizes as you're working through if you want to do anything that's particularly accurate or you have to have it a certain size. The last one we'll have a quick look at in this section is the Freeform Tool. So this one here allows us to do freehand lines. So if we choose this one, we can basically draw a shape out, and we can make weird and wacky shapes.